Yeah, he's gonna.
See, I don't know about you guys, but for me, I got so much content to watch, and yet I have work tomorrow in less than 12 hours. Way less than in 7 hours, and damn near 7 hours.
Try and chase him down, but
So,
Ridley's just so slippery. The ult doesn't connect with Peanut, and then
I mean, if y'all want me to, you know what I'm saying, subscribe so I can watch this with y'all, because there's some interesting stuff. Kadro watching it. I mean, but Kadro's obviously Kadro.
And his team cannot do anything.
But my takes can be just as good. I'm just saying. Y'all might not know my history. Okay, I don't have history. But imagine I just...
Needs to find these skirmishes early to come online and start. The gap in the top lane gets wider and wider.
You know what I'm saying?
Watch this one more time. There is a ward for Gen G here. So Canyon.
Oh my goodness. Gen G HLE. So, to my understanding, I don't know if you guys know, but to my understanding, HLE is just winning the whole. HLE, yeah, he couldn't get out, but HLE is just solid. Like, I thought in the beginning of the season, I thought HLE was just sleeper, no cap. I thought it was just Zeus and, like, I mean, the whole team is solid though. But I ain't gonna lie, they bringing it back. They definitely bringing it back. But Gen G is PO2, HLE is PO5. So I might have to slide to YouTube if things is going to be all buggy and stuff. That's all good. No biggie.
The only thing that HLE Esports really got were the grubs. And you can see that there is a huge amount of vision control down on the bottom side of the map now, where it looks like HLE Esports do want to attack. They've got 3 people down here.
Oh, excuse me. I don't know if you guys heard that, but I did not mean for you guys to hear that.
His ult's not up yet, though.
Yeah, I mean, trying to dive this guy. We'll see how it goes as Keen just getting bullied by 4 people.
7 seconds on the ult. He was so close.
It was a tight window.
Perfect, yeah.
It was a tight window. Well executed by HLE. Any later, that play doesn't work. So
anyway, so that dive, so free. The Kaisa R is in auto 5th shot, free as heck. Very solid. This is the bad thing about League. When the action is there, it's very exciting, but then when it's not action, it's like, it's like that with football and basketball and stuff too. He has ulti this time. They just don't care. Okay, but he's out. Is he stuck in there? Oh, wow. Okay, Viper. Damn, nice try. Fuck. Okay, interesting. I don't really know who I want to win. I think Gen G should win just because it's Gen G. You know what I'm saying? Like, overall, solid ass team. They're both solid ass teams, but it's Gen G, you know what I'm saying? So I do like Canyon, Ruler, Chovy. You can't tell me, like, come on. But like, HLE, the whole roster is stacked. Like, Zeka's solid. All of these teams. Delight might be the weakest link on this team. Delight would be the weakest link on this HLE team, you know what I'm saying? And I don't think he's even that weak, so. And he's against, I don't know who Doro is. I don't know how how well they've been playing, but I don't really keep up. I'll be keeping up with the LCS, you know, LTA, you know, now the LTA. But like, if you guys, you know what I'm saying, if you guys want me to keep up and I give you guys some real opinions, I can really, you know what I'm saying, or do I just got to put the work in and then you guys will respect me after I put all that work in? Because I'm not, you know, it's just like, I don't know. But like, yeah, this is the 3rd one. Jesus. Now it's, my Kais is in a bad spot. We need the wave to crash. We're stacking lethal tempo. Can we tank this spear? No one wants to tank this spear? Easy dodge? Okay, that's fine. Ezreal's coming down. Okay, we're chilling. I mean, the rest of the map, rest of the map is just chilling. Mordekaiser is just getting dumpstered. Ezreal's farming mid lane.
Very sitting, he doesn't have it this time. But because of the low health bars, because of the dive, it does mean Gen G have control over the dragon area and should be picking.
They just kept diving him. That was almost hilarious. That has to be like somebody. That's going to be in some TikTok short. Like, oh, they just keep diving him. Haha, so funny. Like, I guess.
That would be massive for Ruler just setting up some chain slows. Same with the poke from the Nidalee.
Canyon on the Nidalee.
Either way, these are going to be very valuable individual dragons worth of stats for this team to pick up early. So I really like the situation here for Gen G. Sure, you dove Keen, you got him on that 2nd try there, but ultimately a lot of resources committed here. This time he has ult.
I think they're going to dive.
He couldn't get out?
Ult.
잡긴 했다.
I got him.
So calm and casual with it.
한발 터지는 줄 알았네.
Classic Keen. And then here, obviously, because he used his ult moments before, didn't have it. On the play previously, I was going to mention that based on the fact that he walked away from turret, I think they were able to track that, hey, this guy doesn't have ult, otherwise he'd just be staying under the turret, and they were able to chase him away and kill him there. So they do kill him twice, but they have to commit so much to do so.
Make me want to play League.
Like they're holding the headbutt till after the flash. He's been pretty sharp on his Alistair, to no surprise to anyone. It does mean we get feats of strength for Gen.G. Is an Ocean Soul, though, which I think you're kind of a little bit underwhelmed with, because, I mean, you already have Literally for a decent amount of sustain, and with HLE's composition, it's very much burst, dive, kill quickly, not the sort of composition where, like,
Oh my goodness, this is a whole game. Best of 5 series.
So, didn't high roll with
I don't know if I can
Dragon
watch
Soul,
this.
but still, Gen.G get a feat of strength, and
This thing has
lost
100 and
about 1,000
something.
gold ahead in this game.
Yeah, Riftmaker's done for Keen. The Leandries is done for power farming Nidalee. So Canyon is online here. In the mid game, I feel like now that we're starting to approach it, becomes a little bit trickier for Hanwha Life. I think there are some windows into some fights here, like when Herald spawns in 2 minutes, if they can set the right Yone ult, they can have a nice Alistar engage, or he's able to absorb some pressure. Maybe they lock down the Israel with an ult coming through from Zeus, but there's a lot of ifs, there's a lot of maybes, and the fact that at this stage of the game, we're already talking about the challenges they're going to face, I'm a little bit worried.
I think one of the things is that, you know, the Camille is such reliable.
We do have Viper nearby on this one. It is a 3v2 technically. Delight trying to set this up. He really wants to just get in range of the Leona, and he will be able to. In comes the Killer Instinct, and he is just dead. Not much hope for Duro there, who got himself in a rough spot, just trying to place some vision.
Very solid. Like I was saying, I was saying Delight's better than Duro. I don't know if you could pick that up, but that's what I was implying.
He just wanted to see if he could hit it, you know?
Bro, if Gen.G picks up Zeus and Delight,
there, but I guess
they're winning worlds.
I'm really trying to grasp at straws here for him. They are going to get the bottom side. They're TPing.
Mordekaiser.
This Chovy, who is alone, the TP of their own.
That Kai'Sa's doing damage. Delight got it though. Kai'Sa's just gonna get shit on or what? Okay. Keen's just dead. So what the what? Yay.
With his E, there's the solar flare.
Decent flash. Okay. I'm sure Ruler's just not happy. I wouldn't be happy about my top lane. Okay, is Ruler about to end? What's happening? E? Free his health? He has the flashes? Nope, he doesn't have to. Kai'Sa. Oh. I think Ruler. Does Ruler win this? Oh. Viper's just autoing. Is Kraken Slayer even good? I promise you Kraken Slayer is not that good. And what is happening? Look at Canyon, he's just recalling. He's just like, yo, what is my team? What is happening?
We talk about this in any esports, trickling.
What is happening?
One by one, hoping you're going to be the one to make the power play. And this wasn't it. You know, Chovy committing his ultimate
Ruler overstepped, I guess.
Doesn't matter because it goes over to Mordekaiser anyways, but now he can't defend this dive. When the teleport comes through, Chovy's already dead. Ruler shows up here, but you're always fighting down members here as Gen.G, and then obviously moments later, the critical thing is that they get caught. Ruler overextends, which has been a trend here in LCK Cup. But
really,
Gen.G doubled and tripled down on some really tough fights at the point in time where Hanwha Life Esports.
So I don't think I finished my prediction earlier, but I was gonna say I think Gen.G should win this because it's Gen.G. But HLE, they are stacked. Based on like the player-to-player matchup, I think Gen.G's mid, jungle, and ADC might be better. But you can even say ADCs are even. But like HLE's top lane and support, I like them more. So it's really tough for me to pick. And this fucking Mordekaiser is just inting the entire game. I'm not going to watch the rest of this game, I think, because this shit is like kind of pointless. I'm going to go ahead and entertain myself with something else, because the rest of this, it just seems like Mordekaiser is going to be useless the entire game. Unless Nidalee is hitting a crazy spear and one-shotting Kai'Sa before a crazy fight. Like, I don't know. Kai'Sa has cleanse in the game. We are against Leona. Kai'Sa's going to cleanse that. Ulti. Has E. Has 2-3 CC tanks. Like, come on. Alistar is going to peel. How exactly did Gen.G win if our top lane is so behind? I don't know. I mean, I could sit here and watch it.
They were in the lead.
Oh,
They
yeah.
had control of this game. Gen G should have been going into the mid game with a lead. Instead,
Well,
now they just tripled and quadrupled down.
I think if you
for
want to
this.
cut down on mistakes from game one, I don't think you'll struggle for Gen G.
Well, I mean,
Might
they're
even
still
hop
gonna
into the
control this
league
dragon
game.
here, which will be sole point.
Oh, well, we'll see how it goes. Beat up
Stolen.
Field.
Just take, like, this is what I'm saying. So Genji, so HLE wins this game at least. Okay, and let's be honest, so far this entire season, blue side has been broken. Real shit. Is that not real? Let's talk. Let me hear you guys. Can I see you guys in the chat? Can you guys comment something? Real stuff. Like, blue side has not been winning almost every game. I remember that last round with T1 when they lost to, oh my goodness. What?
Down and dirty, and Ruler and Canyon should be able to pick up a bunch more gold to take it back.
Now, Gen G made some big mistakes in the top lane, right? Double, triple, quadruple down, you mentioned it, but they had such a lead early, and the comp scales so well that they feel confident they could take this fight. And the main thing about having Prio on a dragon like this with an Ezreal is you can utilize the wall to buy space. Both Ezreal and Nidalee can get
Well,
into
how the heck?
Duro and Keen absorb so much pressure, but those Canyon and Ruler kite back. Ruler's
Oh
able to
my
get
God,
over here,
Ruler.
and you have a front line.
Q, that's one.
Ruler doesn't hit all of his shots, but he and Canyon ultimately hit it.
That's two. That one's missed. We hit two. We miss again.
Big trouble. Again, he doesn't hit everything, but he hits enough. And Hanwha Life really over-indexed on the play. They could have just been happy with the Drake steal and get out, but they wanted to chase.
Damn. Okay, maybe it's just winnable.
Run out of steam.
And the thing is, they used so much
Let's look at
on the
Ezreal.
front line and didn't have any
He
points
did.
in the back line, but on top of that, you know, he pressed R
Ruler.
Viper, this super fed Kai'Sa, and that's all he had to do. He pressed R.
He just-
soloed Viper. Yes, Viper. You know,
He just uses Q to get the Sheen proc, and then he just autos them.
He really offers so much in these fights, that consistency.
That was my
yes.
joke. That's what I
And
paused
they
the
really
video
just
for.
ran out of steam in that last fight.
Yeah, I think, you know, Zeus was the one that...
And they really just ran out of steam in that last fight.
Yeah, I think, you know, Zeus was the one that took that overstep over the wall. You know, he's Camille, they're snowballing, but maybe he didn't quite realize in the heat of things that they had lost their AD carry and that Ruler was full health. So, certainly a bit of baseball in this one, you know, a throw and catch from both teams at this point. Gen G was in the lead, then they threw it to Hanwha, who have now thrown it back. And now it's an even game. 20 minutes in, Otacon has spawned, and one of the best objectives to throw the game on, by the way, has been Otacon.
Yeah.
So speaking of throwing,
But I
Zeus
will
has
say,
TP too.
they have a Mordekaiser, so securing it is super easy. You know, you just ult the Sejuani, and there's nothing. There's no steal chance here for Peanut. It's just gone.
yeah, it seems like they almost knew it was happening. Like, Peanut came in to check because they're just kind of ignoring it.
And now they are going to try to trade this for Inner, but Zeus isn't quite going to get this before Keen shows up with Otacon buff here. Will be pushed away. Got a decent amount of damage to it. They also hard pushed that mid Inner. Weren't able to get that either.
Now they're actually engaging here. Not sure about this one, as it's only 3 members. Viper not here just yet, but the lineup from the Yone is big, as Viper doesn't elect to go in on that one, though. Keep in mind, they still have Otacon buff on the side of Gen G. HLE Esports wanted to collect
We
some
don't have
gold,
cereal.
and
Oh,
it's
Ruler!
going to be Gen G
Ruler!
to collect some gold.
He's eating on the tower with Otacon.
Life away.
Go, Ruler, go!
Zeka
Hit the
before
Qs,
he's unbound.
Ruler!
Not gonna get it. And Gen G
Ruler.
will maintain the
Auto.
lead for
We go
now.
ball lane or what? We go top? I think we go top, we go top, we go top,
You
or
know,
what?
I
We
would
try to
say
take this?
right,
Okay,
they
we
have
can.
Otacon,
They're
Baron
recalling.
for a
We're taking
while.
this.
They
We go
can
top
just give
now.
up Drake. What can
We go
Gen G
top.
get?
We go top or
They
bot? Where we
can
going at?
poke, and HLE's
You recall?
composition
We go top or
is
bot?
very
Recall?
focused
Press
on
B?
engaging and diving. Their only response is to engage and dive, which is just giving Gen G what they want. They want to fight.
They want to fight right now specifically. And look at Ruler's positioning throughout this fight as well. He's just untouched, and Ezreal is so difficult to get on top of. He even is able to buffer the Yone ultimate here and get away, and he's just constantly layering damage, and the ult comes through. Now you've caught Delight. Now he's going to get in big trouble. He can't actually peel. He
He's
can't offer anything
forward.
back, and then you're just sitting here going, man, I wish we just let the turret go. I wish we didn't take this fight. I wish we didn't opt for this because Ruler's doing so much work. And on this Ezreal, he's been so
It's honestly not too
when
bad
you
on the
have
back.
control,
They
you
got
have
the
enough
kill,
in front line,
and they
you
got
can make
Leona
those aggressive
flash.
calls, and he's doing it really well here once again. Top damage.
And they only got one for
across
it.
the board here on the Rift.
With the Atacon,
Feels
and
like a scenario where
they got
HLE,
2 towers
they wanted
off
to
of it
stop
though.
them
Yeah,
from
that's
taking
actually kind of
tower,
bad.
so they did want to fight,
But
they
based
also
off
didn't
of
wanna
fighting
fight. Atacon was
standards,
there,
I
they were
mean,
kinda
and the
like,
gold did go up.
we kind of want to fight if we win, but we're not winning, so it felt hesitant from them, and this is a composition where you can't be hesitant. I think, honestly, if they'd gone fully committed, Zeus was there, they'd procced all the Atacans, I think I would have been more favorable of it, but it felt like they were just testing the waters, and as a result, they still lost the turret, and lost that tier 2 mid as well on top of that.
I mean, there's a Nashor's Tooth here for Viper now, so he can finally offer some poke back, but it's just never going to be the same as a Nidalee that's this accelerated with Zhonya's online. Ruler obviously hit his 2-item spike a while ago, is looking for 3. And, you know, Chovy's 0-4, but he's got 2 items and plated steel caps into your AD comp, so I don't think he really cares too much about his death score right now. And they're looking for another fight here on Dragon.
And guess what? Hama wants to
Interesting combo. They got Ruler. He's dead. He tried to. Oh, he tried to predict it, and he still got him. Doesn't matter. Look at this ADC. Look at Viper auto. Is this build even good though? Like, I understand Rage Blade is good, yes, but Kraken Slayer, bro, promise. I can assure you it's not that great.
It was actually a little early on it, and it didn't matter. Ruler still dies regardless. So HLE,
I'm serious. It's not good, bro.
Commit. Everyone's in.
Nah, but oh my god.
Beautiful flash combo to find the enemy AD carry.
And it's a huge difference in prio between this Dragon and the previous Dragon fight where Ruler was able to get over the wall, buy enough space, Zeus overextends. This time, Honor Life Esports are in engage rage, and Ruler, fortunately, this time just a little bit too close. No wall he can really get behind. No way he could be free. Viper follows him there, and he is taken down. Fantastic engage from Delight. Once that AD
yeah, that was pretty
is
good.
gone, you have some
Ezreal just
damage
couldn't
here,
get away at
absolutely,
all.
But your comp is just going to fall apart.
I also love that they put the CC down to the Mordekaiser as well, so he was limited in his ability to peel away. Like Sejuani ult hitting him, and then Viper could ult way past him, and there was just nothing you could do, because if you ever ult in and Mordekaiser immediately ults you, the fight is in such a bad spot.
Absolutely. Look at this gold graph. I mean, it has certainly been baseball, as you put it, Valdez.
It's been a fun ride, a bit of a roller coaster. You know, this is not necessarily what we've expected at the LCK, but it feels like a bit of personal beef between these two teams, perhaps. As you know, Honor Life Esports does not have any breaks, and neither does Gen G. For some reason, you know, they're the comp that I think has to have a little bit more of the breaks, a bit more patience, but. It feels like both teams have really been caught into, we're just going to brawl all the time.
And when you look at where the gold is now for Hanwha, hold up.
Speaking of which, yeah. Ult comes in here. Zeka going to ult to try to get in range as well. Chovy in a bit of trouble as the melee champ is going to lock down that permafrost, and down goes Chovy. Couldn't even get away on Ambessa.
No, I mean, when you look at the gold here on Viper, the gold on Zeka, you know that this comp is finally hitting its identity, right? It's actually finally doing what it was supposed to do. They fell behind early, and it looked kind of doomed. Gen G obviously threw that top side skirmish, but then when we went to the Dragon, they got back control. But ever since Honor Life have been able to get enough control over the map to actually look for picks and to force their issues in side lanes, his comp is working as intended, pulling back a gold lead, pulling back map control. I thought they might never get back, but it's small moments like this. Peanut's got vision control here. Chovy's overextended, where you get even more control. Look at where Ruler is on the map right now as well. Super far back. They don't have a lot of vision on the bottom side of the map, so he has to play safe.
And the thing is, with a play like this, having your jungler gank other side of the map from Baron can be risky, so the timing was...
I mean, Canyon is just playing with... I mean, it's Canyon Ruler versus the world. I mean, I could say some meaner stuff, but like, I also don't want to be the meanest person in the world, but like, I could say almost anything. But ultimately, it's Canyon and Ruler versus the enemy team, because the rest of our teammates aren't really champions.
Which allows these things to happen. We think back
and I don't know, maybe is Chovy washed?
So big.
Yeah.
All these years he couldn't beat Faker to get a world title, and is he just cooked now? Someone tell me.
For Viper, There's the Zonias that Canyon's had for a while now. Some really critical tools for what is going to be probably a game-deciding Baron fight, it seems like, with how this game is going. And controlling that vision is so important. You mentioned that, you know, I point out how far back Ruler was, but they got Dragon, or rather Baron vision for just a moment, and then it was taken away because they didn't really have control. So that was their cross map, was to get Baron vision temporarily. They will once again clear it here, look for a reset. Hanwha Life will continue to come up here and now clear, but Hanwha still maintain majority vision control on this map. Zeus has teleport coming back up. Look at this wave here, as well as Zeka's pushing through. They can threaten an inhibitor here if Gen.G are playing slow around Baron. And that's the side lane win cons you have with this Yone Camille composition. The Hanwha Life now ahead can really push their advantages with and put the you know, pedal to the metal basically in sides.
I think it's so frustrating as well.
Why do they got this music in the
easier
background?
to punish in the side lane, and obviously Keen is a lot harder to punish. But with Keen being so far away from where the setup is, if an engage happens, people will die before he gets there. And he is like the
how hard are we
down
talking?
the enemy's engage. Because even though he's 3, 6, and 4, he can comfortably at minimum buy a ton of time from one of the carries of HLE because the extra stats that the Mordekaiser steals away. So him being distant kind of feels bad. Starting the mental fight to be a pick, you know, Juro gets this, that's your position.
Let me know how I'm feeling.
He will still go down pretty quickly if you have
Trash ass nigga.
If Gen.G end up, you know, fighting at neutral.
Did I give you my cross zone or no? Just this one, right? Can you add text in the chat with Yaya? Fuck, I think I lost that shit. I'm so mad. There's no way, bro.
To deal with that.
There's no way.
So Gen.G have to
bro.
deal with that with the Mordekaiser, like you're mentioning, who would have to TP in too
who
slowly.
will
At some point, though, Hanwha Life will have to pull the trigger on this Baron to pull Gen.G apart, because right now they're controlling sides, but they haven't pushed that advantage to start that purple worm just yet. They're going to look for the Dragon first instead.
And you know, I said the Ocean Soul was local for Gen.G and absolutely.
Nah, they're talking to me.
You're
I got
playing
it.
into an Ezreal Nidalee with a lot of poke. That Ocean Soul is
G
going to have a
is
ton
also
of
on the wheel,
value.
right?
They're going to pull the trigger
What?
here on the Baron.
That's what
The Dragon's going to go down here for Hanwha
muted.
Esports, but can they get here in time? TP coming in, but the damage is kind of insane. They are a bit locked in the pit, though. as this is
The
happening.
light?
Oh!
Oh!
Here, Zeus is in a bit of trouble, but now he's got the peel. Goes in on a
Oh!
He'll be the first one to go down. And yes, the Baron went to Gen.G, but they're losing this fight big time as
about to spin
Team's
this
going to
shit.
go down
Oh, God,
eventually. We see
myself.
Duro
Oh,
falls
yes.
as well.
Is Ruler out?
Trying to get away with a voice.
Nah, that's...
He's out!
Might not be quite enough.
He's out!
It barely scampers away from the Baron fight, so yeah, they got the objective, but they're too far behind.
Oh my
Like,
God,
Esports
bro.
were able to close the gap.
Yeah, now they're looking to put the pressure onto this mid inhibitor as
How?
well. Inhibitor turret.
Okay,
Ruler
Viper is
barely
just...
surviving.
Kaisa is
He did a
just solid.
fantastic ultimate onto the Ezreal there, nearly takes his head off. And
They
this is
just-
the first
we just
inhibitor
gave them
down
Kaisa
against the
Alistar.
enemy
Is that
team has
broken?
Baron as a team fight is a wash. And they made the split-second call to send Zeka into the fight. They could have just indexed into trying to push that bottom inhibitor, play it slow. They wanted to crush the fight. They got caught between the Dragon call and the fast Baron there by Gen.G, but ultimately made the right decision and were able to take this fight.
And ultimately, when you're late to an objective against a Mordekaiser, you're not going to be able to steal it. And HLE just don't care. You know, this focus comes on Zeus. He's able to buy time, still has the ult to keep alive. But everyone on Gen.G ends up in the pit. And sure, Canyon and Ruler can get out, but the chase potential's still there. Keen is kind of locked in the situation, could have flashed, but they can chase over quite comfortably.
Oh,
It was a
the
scenario
barrier.
where HLE was so
Was Bayer
confident
even
approaching it that the
yeah,
fight
it
was
was,
theirs.
it was.
You know, they didn't need to rush in and try and get Peanut in the pit. They were like, we can just destroy them. And now there's not anything Gen.G can do with Baron because
He has no cleanse. Good buffer, but oh, it doesn't care. No one gives a fuck.
Back to back, he hit the one in the pit, which was arguably more skillful, but this one too,
And the
very
only
surprising,
problem
very
you can
difficult
say is that you
reaction.
just
Ruler is
don't
not
need to
able
be that
avoid
aggressive
it.
there. Like,
And,
bro, the wave's
right
gonna
now,
push into your
Hanwha
base
Life is
anyways.
the
You don't
beginning
need
of
to be
the end of
that far
this
up.
game.
You
Pushing
put the
over
ward
into this
down.
bottom lane now.
It wasn't
As
enough. He
5
doesn't
man's
have
ready to second
cleanse.
hit.
Does that count as a ruler
It's
spot?
just how
I
it
do
is.
wonder. A little bit far down the lane, not quite the
Oh, they're
ruler spot.
engaging
Another
off the
engage,
fucking
pretty
miss
simple
the miss
from
spear.
lane. And 5v4
They're just
with this
engaging.
lead.
Canyon
It's
can't play the
Hanwha Life
game.
Just breaking down the front door.
Oh my
Saying, "Thank you very
goodness.
much
Kaisa,
for
how many
letting me
kills?
in," as
12?
Here comes the second inhibitor to go
I
down.
don't know.
And
I'm
Hanwha
guessing.
Esports are on the doorstep of taking this game number 1.
They're not gonna show it no more.
He's had a rough game here, 0-6, I believe, so far, and he'll have nothing to show for it at the end of this
Man,
one.
put
Down
Chovy
goes
on
the
some
Nexus.
mages, bro.
Eventually, when Hanwha Esports decided,
Oh
as they
my
will
goodness. He has
their,
15. I'm guessing
just a little
15.
bit. And HLE Esports take down the first game of the series.
He was collecting kills that
A
game.
lot of confident plays when it came to those later team fights from the side of HLE. Once they got that advantage,
They looking a
ran
little
away from it.
stressed.
I think Genji, a lot of mistakes they have to look back on. But with the
That's
context of
very
the series, it is fearless,
interesting.
And HLE had side selection. They had blue side, and they also had a lot of big picks for them. Things like
That's interesting, but I'm actually gonna go to sleep. I got work
things like the
tomorrow.
Alistair,
I am very
or the
tired.
The Sejuani.
My prediction for the rest of the game, rest of the series, HLE won game 1. I mean, it's what I was saying earlier. Genji should win, bro. But like, this HLE first draft was solid. Viper's looking solid. There's gonna be a Jinx game. I know that was game 1. There's going to be a Jinx game. Whoever wins the Jinx game wins the series. If the Jinx loses, that other team is winning the series. If the Jinx wins, that team is winning the series. Unless HLE is playing Jinx, if it's Viper Jinx and they lose, Genji wins. If Viper gets Jinx and they win, HLE wins. I'm saying that and I'm going to sleep. Understand, don't be confused. If Viper gets Jinx and his team wins, he's winning the series. If Ruler, you know what I'm saying? If Viper doesn't get Jinx, if Viper gets Jinx and he loses, really, you know what I'm saying? Understand. Calculate that. That probably made no sense at all. I'm just gonna say, bro, Genji is such an easy pick, but they just lost game 1. I feel like HLE has been solid too. I'm not gonna lie, they've been coming back, but they're 5th place. But that's like not the season no more. I gotta make the prediction. I can't. Easy, just say. I can't say anything. I don't know. I feel like, bro, Doro,
다이브 박아주면 제일 좋아.
and this top and king, and that was such a bad game. And now they have to bring back 3 games in a row. I want to say HLE, but now it's like I can't really say it because they just won game 1, and it's just like, oh, you just saying that. So I'm gonna just say Genji. HLE probably gonna win now, but I'm gonna just say Genji, bro. Genji, bro. They gotta win, bro. Like, it's Genji, bro. Like, Ruler, Chovy, Kangen. I mean, Zeus, I understand they have a better top lane and maybe a better support in Delight. Like, I understand. But it's Genji. I'm going to sleep, bro. I can't have this much stress going to sleep late at night, bro.